Yeah.
You are watching all the latest news to keep you in the groove with Maya. And Maya, we have some very special guests on the phone. Introduce our guests.
Madison and Olivia Rodrigo.
Hello, ladies. Can you hear us?
Yay!
Oh my gosh, we are so excited to have you.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
All right, Maya's got some questions for you. I'm going to let her take it away.
I was wondering what's it like working with Disney Channel?
Oh, it's so fun. Mm-hmm. We get to work with so many amazing people, and we get to see our friends and castmates every day. And I've always wanted to be on Disney Channel. Like, I've always seen people do, like, oh, I'm so-and-so, and I'm watching Disney Channel and do a little wand thing. So it's kind of surreal to get to experience that. Yeah, and working for Disney Channel, you get to meet other kids from other Disney Channel shows. And I remember on the first season, we were freaking out because we met the kids from Jessie, and we watched that show before. It was really cool to kind of meet them and be able to work with them and stuff. It's really cool.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you felt about the people on Jessie like we feel about talking to you right now.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Do you relate to your characters on Bizaardvark in any way?
Yeah, definitely. I think sometimes I am more like Paige than I am like myself, if that makes any sense. Lots of the time that the writers will write little aspects of Paige, knowing that they're aspects about me, which is really cool and really fun to get to play a character that I really resonate with. Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm kind of like Frankie, with her humor and that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And me and Olivia are really good friends in real life, and so are Paige and Frankie. And I think it's really cool that we get to, as Olivia said, the writers kind of write things that kind of relate to us in real life. For example, Paige is really cares about animals and a vegan. Olivia is a vegetarian, and so they kind of cater to that. It's cool.
Wow.
That makes it even
really
easier
cool.
to act that way.
Yeah. Just be yourself on camera. Yeah.
What was your favorite episode from season 1 to film?
Ooh. I think my favorite episode was Puff and Frankie, because we got to meet Grumpy Cat. It's this big internet phenomenon cat, and it's so cute, and I got to meet it in real life, so I think that was my favorite episode. I also really liked Puff and Frankie, but to kind of change things up a little bit, I think I would say that one of my other favorite episodes was the first episode, because it was kind of really fun. It was we were kind of discovering how to act together, and it was our first week on set, and it was all really new and fun to us, and I think that was probably my favorite episode to film.
Wow.
Maya, did you have a favorite episode to watch? She's like, Cody, don't put me on the spot like that.
I really liked the Paige's birthday party.
Oh yeah, that was so much fun. We got to meet Superwoman. That was really so nice. Olivia got to wear a cool dress. Yeah.
What was your favorite song from season 1?
Ooh. I think the comeback song was my favorite song. The OG, the original. Yeah. That song. I think that was really fun. We got to dress up in these crazy rap outfits. And that was our first music video. That was our first music video. Yeah. So it was kind of like Maddie said, so fun. Like Maddie said, the first thing is always super fun and new and exciting. So I think that's my favorite one. Yeah. Yeah, I think the comeback song was also my favorite. I liked Bad Hair Day, because I got to wear this really, really huge wig with a puppeteer behind me, and he would control the puppet. That was my hair, and it was so heavy that they had to put a back brace on me so it would fall over. But yeah, that was really fun.
That's crazy.
Who is your dream guest star to have on Bizaardvark?
That hasn't been on?
That hasn't been on. Or did you already have somebody on that you were like, that was the person I want on the very most?
Yeah, so we usually have internet stars that do cameos on our show, which is so fun. And since the beginning of the season, I have always wanted Ava Gutowski, her YouTube channel is My Life is Ava. I've always wanted her to come on in last season. I don't remember what she came on in the last episode. Oh, the finale. She came on, and I was so excited. It was so cool to meet her. She was so sweet.
I really like Superwoman. Like, I'd watched her for a long time, and so it was kind of like a really big surprise when she like showed up on the show, and I was like, oh my gosh. And yeah, but like current YouTubers, for me, well, usually they ask us for a list of YouTubers that we want on the show, and always at the top of my list was Colleen Ballinger. And that's yet to happen, hopefully. Hopefully this season.
That would be super cool. Well, we'll keep our eyes open for that for sure.
Yeah. What's your favorite prop from the Bizaardvark set?
Ooh, prop.
Oh, man.
They have a lot of, in the new Bizaardvark set, they have a lot of guitars in it.
Well, yeah, but you guys get to see the new Bizaardvark set, and it's so cool.
So you'll get to see how they incorporate guitars there, but that's like my favorite set decoration. Prop, usually like whenever they have us play instruments like the guitar or something, I always take it a little overboard and I like play during takes and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, especially we have whenever we get to eat food in a scene. That's always a really fun occasion because we always eat way too much.
It's really
way
fun.
more than necessary.
Yeah, like we just had a slushy machine on set, and so like while we're like just lounging in the Bugle Lounge, they'll give us slushies to drink, and they'll be like, "Don't drink too much, it's continuity," and we'll keep drinking it. Yeah.
Now, is there a really weird food that you had to eat that you were like, "Ooh, I don't like this"?
Oh yeah, we had the eat it or wear it challenge, and I had to eat sardines and caviar, which wasn't that bad. But I had like one sardine; it was really bad. And then Olivia,
Oh, in that challenge, that was in season 1. I got to eat cake and whipped cream while she was eating fish.
It was really sad.
Yeah, but in the second season, we're doing a lot more like YouTube-ish videos, and there's this one. I think there's actually multiple where we have to eat disgusting things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like drink or eat disgusting things. You'll see. It's really crazy.
What was it like presenting the award for favorite social media star at the Radio Disney Music Awards?
It was really cool.
Yeah, I remember I was so nervous.
Yeah,
I had one line, and I thought I was going to mess up that line so bad and that everyone was going to laugh at me.
Yeah.
But it turned out it was okay.
Yeah.
It was actually more than okay. It was really, really fun. And I was so happy that our co-star, Jake, won.
Yeah.
So it was an all-around good experience.
To add on to the nervousness, I wasn't wearing glasses. And so the teleprompter that was supposed to help me, it wasn't really a help. So I was like, I had to memorize it. I usually don't stress over memorizing my lines, but this one I had like one single word, and I was like, oh gosh, what do I do? Yeah, but like after Jake won the award, we like decorated his room. He was really grateful. It was really cool.
Since you went to the Radio Disney Music Awards, that's like my favorite award show, and I was just wondering who some of the people you got to meet were.
Ooh, well, we saw Grace VanderWaal in the line.
Oh, yeah.
And I was too starstruck to say hi. We met Lele Pons there. She's really nice.
Yeah. Sabrina Carpenter always was there.
She's always
She's
nice.
very sweet. Mm-hmm.
We're a big fan of hers as well. She visited us here in the studio for sure.
Yeah, she's awesome.
So sweet.
Lots of people.
Yeah, the Britney Spears was there.
Oh my god.
We didn't get to meet her, but we felt her presence, so that was enough. So was Adam Sandler too, yeah. We felt their presences.
Okay, so I was wondering, since your show is kind of like about social media stars, and it's my favorite show.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah. I was wondering, who is your favorite social media star?
Ooh.
My favorite, besides Jake, would probably have to be My Life is Ava, which I already mentioned. I just think she's really cool, and she takes really cool photos if you ever get a chance to look at them. Yeah, and I love her personality, and it was so nice to meet her in person.
Yeah. Oh, wait, there's this one YouTuber that I haven't mentioned. He has a segment called Binging with Babish, and he makes food from TV shows, like the Krabby Patty from the Krusty Krab and stuff like that. And so he kind of, like, makes fake food, like, real. And he's, like, a chef, so he, like, puts really cool, like, twists on them. And I really enjoy watching him because he's, like, really funny, but, like, I also like making food, so, like, sometimes I make the food, and, yeah, I really like it.
What is your favorite social media app?
Ooh, Instagram, I think, is my favorite.
Yeah.
I love photography, and though I'm not a good photographer, I like to admire others' work.
Yeah, well, I had a professional camera, and I don't use it as much as I did, but it's really fun to kind of document my life and kind of see what other people are up to. And yeah, I think Instagram is probably my favorite. Also, I can like share stories on it now and that kind of thing, and lives, and it's kind of like a bunch of apps into one. I really like that.
Now, I might not be very hip and cool, so I could have the wrong app altogether. Instagram's the one that has filters, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you have a favorite filter?
Snapchat was the first one to have filters, but now Instagram has filters as well, like face filters where you like turn into a dog.
Well, they both have filters. So
They both have. It's good. I'm not totally clueless. Do you have a favorite filter?
I don't use filters on Instagram, but on Snapchat, I would have to say that flower crown one.
Yeah, the flower crown one.
Or the one that makes my voice all weird.
The one that makes your voice cooler. Yeah, fun one.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What got you into acting?
Before I got into acting, I didn't know it was actually a thing you could do. So it wasn't until I had an agent and manager and went to auditions that I finally knew that acting was a career path that I could go down. And basically my friend did it, and I was like, oh, I want to be like Hannah Montana. So, yeah, I remember saying that. I was like, oh, I didn't know it was possible to be on TV, but yeah. And then I started it, and I've really grown to like it.
Yeah, Madison and I both kind of like fell into it, I guess. I didn't purposely like go into it with the intention of being on a show or anything like that. We were just doing it for fun, and so I took a lot of classes, and then I got an agent and a manager, and it was just really fun, so I kept doing it, and eventually I got some jobs, and here I am.
What do you like to do in your free time?
I like to write sketches, like little short comedy bits, like about a minute or less. That's really fun.
Yeah. For me, I like to write songs, writing-wise.
We're writers.
We both like to write, yes, in our free time. But we spend lots of our free time together, actually.
Yeah. Like on our hiatus, we were like, bye, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we have a break.
Yeah.
So we'll go out to eat or...
Yeah, food is a very good hobby of ours. Shopping, thrift shopping.
Yeah, we like thrift shopping, yeah. That's
really
something
fun.
that we've taken up recently.
Yeah.
It's never a dull moment around here.
Now, what's the weird? Did you say thrift shopping?
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing you've bought, or the best deal you've ever gotten?
Oh, I'm actually wearing jeans right now. I got for like $40, and they're worth like $200.
Oh, that's great.
So it's really nice.
Yeah.
I remember actually just yesterday or like the other day.
Yeah, like Saturday.
2 days ago we went. And Madison found these crazy pants. If you even call them pants. They look like a big,
They look like shorts, but like
square on your legs.
yeah.
And so I didn't buy it, but I just thought it was really funny.
Pretty hard.
That's awesome.
Okay, so know that before Bizaardvark, that Madison, you were on a couple episodes of Best Friends Whenever.
Yeah.
And I was wondering what it was like working on that show and working with the cast.
Well, it was my first Disney show and Disney audition, and it was all like really new to me. Before that, I'd never even auditioned for a Disney show, and so I was lucky enough to get the role and kind of it was like my first. It was the biggest role I'd had up to that point. It was really fun, and the people were all super nice. Gus is extremely smart. They all love to like crack jokes on set all the time, which gets us in trouble, but it's really fun. So yeah, it was a really great environment. Yeah.
I really liked that show, and you were like my favorite character on there. So.
Oh, thank you.
And I know that Olivia, you guest starred on an episode of a show called New Girl, and I was just wondering what that experience was like.
Yeah, it was so much fun. I've heard of the show. I heard of the show before I auditioned, and so I went in, and I actually walked out, and I'm like, wow, I didn't do that well. Like, I really don't think I'm gonna get this. But like a week later, they called me and they're like, oh, you got it. And I was like, what? So I filmed the show, or it was not the show, the episode, and it was a lot of fun. And I got to work with some really, really cool actors and producers and people that were kind of like very high up in the business. Which, even though my part wasn't that big in the show, I got to work with so many amazing people, and I learned so much. And then after I worked on it, I went back and I binge watched the whole series, and I loved it so much. So I was so proud that I got to be on an episode of it.
Is it weird to see yourself on TV?
You know, it's a little bit weird, actually.
Yeah, it never really hits you that you're on TV. We're just kind of like in our little world doing something, and it never really hits you that like, oh, a lot of people are going to watch this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit you exactly.
I was wondering, who do you consider to be a real life superhero?
Ooh,
Wow.
That's a good one.
I think my superhero is my mom, personally. I love my mom a lot, and she does so much for me, and so I think that she's my real life superhero. You know what? I can't go on saying like, "Oh, Batman."
Okay, you can say, of course, your family, and then you can pick another one in addition.
Yeah.
Does that sound fair?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, my parents definitely are definitely the number one people that I look up to. But I also look up to kids my age who kind of use larger platforms to kind of speak about their opinions and that kind of thing. And I think it's really cool that they're teenagers, and they're telling other teenagers, hey, you have a voice, and you have a voice in your future. And I think that's really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Maya, anything else
really cool.
you want to ask these lovely ladies or tell these ladies?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that thank you so much for letting me interview you. It still hasn't completely sunk in that I'm actually talking to you.
It's kind of like watching herself on TV. She's like, I'm not there yet. It's the same thing.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you
It was
so
so
much.
nice talking to you. I'm so glad we could do it.
Yeah.
Well, this was awesome. And as you know, Maya has a weekly show here called The Latest News to keep you in the groove with Maya. Maya, would you say these are two of the biggest stars you've gotten the chance to interview?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
Wow.
thank you so much, ladies. We've definitely talked about your
you.
show and highlighted you ladies and all of that in her show. So it's so nice to get to speak with you. And we look forward to the next season of Bizaardvark.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much, ladies.
Pretty much like every week I talk about it.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, we get the weekly update of what happened or who did something or whatever. So we feel like we know you pretty well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you so much for talking with us. It's so sweet.
Well, we appreciate it, and we look forward to your season coming up.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye bye.